All right, so now we gotta head down and try not to die. Am I gonna die, Joel?
Maybe.
All right, so survived the night. It wasn't terrible. Slept better than any of the nights in the hotel, which is pretty lame. Heart rate came back down. It was down in the low hundreds, upper 90s this morning when I checked it. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Today is going to suck. It is going to be a slow drag. It's going to be me just one foot in front of the other, and I'm going to make it happen. But it's going to be a killer day because we're going up to almost 14,000 feet. So. So this is the first waypoint, kind of halfway up. They said it should take us about 2 hours. It took me a little bit under 2 hours, so I feel really good. I'm still the slowest in the group, but I feel good that I did it under the time that they expect. So keep plugging away. It is brutal. We're at approximately 12,300 feet, something like that, and we're going up to almost 14,000, so 13,700 something. So this next 2 hours should be pretty brutal, but I'll survive.
That should be in the outtake.
Yeah, well, I'm like, then I die. We just passed 12,700 feet, which means we are higher than I have ever hiked before.
Me too.
And we still got about 1,000 or 1,100 feet more to go. So, not dead yet, but stoked to be higher than I've ever been. So, and we get to go all the way up there. Zoom in. Right there in the middle. That thing way up there. That's what I gotta get to. Well, technically next to it, but you know. Very suddenly, a thick fog rolled over the top of the mountain, made it super cold, super damp, and windy. Here's a little bit what it was like climbing at over 13,000 feet. All right, we made it to the top of Dead Woman's Pass.
And we feel dead. I mean,
Yep.
Not really.
She's the dead woman, I'm the dead man on Dead Woman's Pass.
I'm the dead tool guy here.
13,770 something feet.
Mine says 13,820.
And it's currently foggy and raining a little bit and
There you go.
even some hail. Let's see.
You can see.
Bam. Nice. Anyway. All right, so now we gotta head down and try not to die. Am I gonna die, Joel?
Maybe.
It's hard to tell here because of the GoPro effect with the camera where it doesn't show depth very good, but these steps We're at a 45-degree angle. It was super windy. Because of the fog, you couldn't see, so you're kind of like climbing down into nothingness. Still really cold. I'm actually pulling most of the audio out because half of it's me sniffling from a runny nose because it was so cold and so windy, and it was wet, so everything was slippery. I actually slipped and fell at one point. Didn't catch it on camera though. Once the fog cleared, we were greeted with these amazing views that went all the way down to our lunch campsite at the bottom of the valley. After lunch, we started our second big climb of the day. Lunch was at about 11,500 feet, and we're going to climb up to over 13,000 feet again. Well, I did it, and I did not die. That was one of the most excruciating days I've ever had, because we climbed once to almost 14,000 and second time up to about 13,000 feet, coming back down to like 11,500 in between. So it was an exhausting, taxing day, but we made it. I made it back to camp before it was dark. That was like one of my goals, because they tell us to bring our headlamps on this day because some people don't make it. And I've been feeling really like bummed because I'm so slow compared to the rest of the group. And I was feeling like I was just like monumentally slow, but all of the time frames that they give us for what each section should take, I was always within that time window. And so I asked our guide, I said, are we just as a group extremely fast, or what's the deal? So he said, yeah, the group is really fast. So I'm not slow, just the group that I'm in is really fast. So that was a little bit encouraging. But yeah, it was brutal being up that high. Just every step needed a lot of breath, and it was exhausting and taxing. I'm so stoked for tomorrow because it's a pretty short day. Should be only, I think, 5 or 6 miles, something like that, and pretty easy, kind of up down through jungle type terrain. So I'm really excited about that. But it has been an awesome but exhausting day, and check out this view. Once again, they deliver on the view at camp. Good Lord. It's fantastic. It's awesome.